Yes, Dr. Anjali, we can hear you.
Okay, ma'am. So a very good afternoon to all. And first of all, I would like to thank you, Agriculture Information, the organization, to give me this opportunity to speak about a very important topic of fertilization of soil, uh, and how it can be the sustainable one and the eco-friendly ways to fertilize the soil. So myself, Anjali Prasad, and basically I'm associated with a startup, Ecophilic farming solution. So I will definitely let the others know about our startup. But first of all, I would like to speak about the topic fertilizing soil for natural farming in a sustainable and eco-friendly way. So my screen is visible now. The slide is moving. Is it shifted to the another slide? Can you check and let me know? This is soil, a natural body. Hello. Should I continue, ma'am? Hello.
You are audible, madam.
Okay. My slide is visible. Soil, a natural body.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. So basically, soil is a natural body, but when we talk about in ecological aspect, soil is indicated as an abiotic factor. But there is a very much a life inside the soil, and it's a natural body which is defined by Dr. Chev and others in their hypothesis in during 19th century. So taking care of the soil is very important, and there are many factors which affect the soil, and definitely subsequently it will also affect your crop, your plants. So affecting soil will affect the agriculture also. So we need to take care of the soil. So there are a lot of criteria to be fertile soil. So you can see in my slide that in the left side, we have listed some of the features like pH needs to be 6.5 to 7.5. Then there should be a macro and micronutrient in very optimum um, amount. There should be a regular supply of organic matters, and it has a good structure, and it should be well drained. There should not be waterlogging, and there should be abundance of beneficial microorganisms that will support the growth of the plants and crops. And there should be also sufficient soil depth. So when we talk about the composition of a fertile soil, it should consist of NPK, which will also associated with the growth and development and photosynthesis of your plants. And there should be some micronutrients like boron, fluorine, magnesium, manganese, molybdenum, etc., to promote and to enhance the plant nutrition. And a very important factor, that is organic matter, which helps in retaining of the moisture and improves the structure of the soil. So what is the contribution of the fertilizer to the soil, and why it is needed? So whenever we start any crop cycle, uh, plant or the crop will absorb the nutrients from the existing reservoir inside the soil. So the nutrients and organic matters will be reduced after each crop cycle. And here comes the need of the fertilizers. So after each, um, you can say in another way that before each crop cycle, the soil needs to be fertilized. So it has to go on. So with every crop cycle, you need to fertilize the soil to suffice the need of the nutrients in the inside the soil which can be taken by the crop planted on the soil. So it's a list of chemical fertilizer. I don't want to go in details about them, but we all know that there are nitrogenous fertilizers like urea, and then phosphate fertilizers like superphosphate, or potash, potash and mixed fertilizer like that. So these are the examples of chemical fertilizer. And so what's the disadvantage? Why we want to have the organic manure or organic fertilizers for the agriculture? So basically, the inorganic form of fertilizer is present in solid form, and when we mix it to the soil and then water it, or irrigation comes in, or rain comes, then it converted to the solution form, and then it can be absorbed by the plant root and then taken up by the plant as a nutrient. So there is a chances that it will be lost by runoff, or it also going to pollute the surrounding, whether it is a water body or the surrounding land. It is going to pollute the whole thing. And obviously, if you see the manufacturing aspects of the chemical fertilizer, it got a lot of expenses, and also it depends on the energy resources like petroleum and coal. So it's also getting exhausting those resources as well, and many of them imported from the outside, and there will be a shortage of natural resources as we are manufacturing the chemical fertilizers, as the need of chemical fertilizers going on, as where there is a need of more and more production. So what can be the alternatives? So basically, when we see the inorganic compounds or inorganic fertilizers, it comes in the fixed form. When we are giving them, so they are releasing the nutrient in very faster way, and it is getting converted in a fixed form, which cannot be further absorbed by the plant. So there is fertilizers, but we cannot use it because it is not available to, but it is not in the form which is available to plants. So if at that moment we are supplying the soil organic manures, or which got a lot of beneficial microbes that help the complex forms of the inorganic fertilizer to be available in the to the plants in a available form. So those microbes convert the fixed form of the fertilizer to available form of the fertilizer, and which can be taken up by the nutrients. So it's a very important role of organic manure or organic fertilizers. So here, what are the organic manures basically? So they are the primarily organic material derived from animals or plants residue, which contains nutrients in more complex forms. And it the mention there is a mention of uses of organic manures in ancient age also. In our shastras, it is mentioned since 1300 BC, the organic manures have been used in our agriculture. So like dung, urine of cattle shed wastes, poultry litters, fishery waste, e-waste, crop waste, a lot of thing is there which is rich in the NPK resources, and it can be used as organic manure. So how does the organic manure work for soil health and our benefit? So basically, it increases the nourishes the beneficial microbial population that can transform the soil to soil stored nutrients into plant available forms. So already I have mentioned those complex forms of fertilizers which are fixed in the soil can be converted to the available form of fertilizer, and it can be used by the plants, and that is the very important function of organic manure. So the bacteria or microbes which are inside those organic manures do the job for us. And it also releases the nutrients very slowly, and there 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 will be a less loss through the runoff, when rain runoff. Additionally, the enzymes present in those organic manures uh, do a lot of jobs, like they promote the root growth, or there are different carbon compounds of organic manures which also helps in holding the soil particles together, and then prevent the erosion, uh, and we also and leads to the soil preservation. There are a lot of types of organic manures also. There are biofertilizers, there are bulky organic manures or concentrated organic manures. And here it's some list, like there is bone meal, or and the composition of NPK is also given here. And there are farmyard manures or neem cake. So all of these are organic manures. And something like green manures called Guatemala, which is a nitrogen fixing plants like peas. They can also be used as organic manures. And there are also some biofertilizers. We all know about the microorganisms like bacteria, cyanobacteria, which are very much efficient to fix the nitrogen for the plants. So there are other nitrogen fixing bacteria such as azotobacter, azospirillum. And so basically what they do, like they basically convert the atmospheric nitrogen to the nitrogen compound which can be absorbed by the plant. And we also know about the phosphosolubilizing bacteria, very important biofertilizer, which is frequently used by the agriculturalists. So what they do, they also like convert the inorganic compounds of phosphate to the uh, uh, more simpler form, which can be accessible to plants. And similarly, the potash solubilizing bacteria does the same thing with the potash inorganic compounds of potash. So what are the advantages of organic fertilizers? It basically improves the aeration and water transmission in soil, as therefore they are making the soil more porous, and drainage system getting improved. It also improves the soil physical conditions and productivity. Addition to NPK, there are some nutrients which also can be added to soil through the organic fertilizers. Phosphate fixation is reduced by organic manures, and they are slow releasing nutrients, so it also minimizes the loss of fertilizers. And the bacteria and fungal activity in soil can be accelerated by the carbonaceous materials. Best way to waste recycling, making organic fertilizer is the best way to waste recycling. Best advantages for chemical fertilizers to be applied along with the organic fertilizer. This is a very common, not common, I guess, but now it's a very recommended form of fertilizer where both of the fertilizers can be used. How I'm going to explain in the next slide. So this is called balanced fertilization or integrated nutrient management, where we are going to use both kind of fertilizers, like chemical fertilizer as well as organic fertilizers. So when we uh, see the chemical fertilizers, they are going to nourish the plants through NPK, means micro or micronutrients, and it directly go to the soil and absorbed by the plant as soon as they don't get converted to the fixed form. At, and the on the another hand, the organic manures will also give the organic matter and plant nutrition. So via two mode they are going to work. So organic matter is also going to supplement the soil carbon and microorganisms. They are going to convert the fixed form of the plant nutrients to available form and can be absorbed by the plant. So they are not only supporting the plants but also improving the soil health by supplementing the soil carbon and microorganisms. So this way of fertilizer is best way, and the productivity of crops will also not going to be compromised by using this way, and the soil health will be maintained. So here comes about my startup, and on whatever I speak about fertilizing the soil, our main motto, like soil health, is what we are taking care through our product. So my startup, the name of my startup is Ecophilic Farming Solution, and apart from me, Dr. Swayambhu Ghosiste, so we founded this startup, and our mission is at Ecophilic, we prepare the product for highest benefits of crops, plants, as well as the soil. And our vision is to make a perfect blend of Vedic wisdom and modern science for sustainable and profitable agriculture practices. So basically, through in Vedic knowledge, or you can say the uh, traditional knowledges, we are applying the traditional knowledges to some of the scientific facts, and we are coming up with the products. So what are the products? So our first product is Suhali, which is a soil conditioner, and we are having 3 variant of the Suhali. So it's basically 100% pure and organic, and increases the soil carbon. And we have 3 varieties with 3 different nutrient enhancer, and it is also minimizing the fertilizer requirements, chemical fertilizer requirement, and also the cost. These soil conditioners are loaded with humic acid along with the NPK and organic carbon and some of the micronutrients, and also going to promote the microorganisms population in the soil. So this is Suhali. The another product in this line is Jivadana. It's a broad spectrum herbal pest repellent, mostly, and there is no chemicals. Ready to spray concoction. We don't need to dilute it. You can just spray it on the plant, and this is not only repel the pest but also promote the growth of the plant. Our next product is Ropan Sati. It's basically a customized potting mixtures for different plants. We have different potting mix. We have in total 5 types as of now, and we have formulated in such a way that it will not only retain the optimum water but also promote the root growth, and there won't be a waterlogging through this potting mixes. So these are the 3 products at present in our startup, and these are the details from where anyone can contact us, and anyone can go through our details. So thank you so much, and here is my contact details. For any queries, anyone can write us or call us if there will be any problem. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I just want to ask some questions that you told
Yes,
that
sure.
Suhali, that your fertilizer. What is that? What is the cost of that fertilizer, by the way?
Sir, at present, like we are selling those products in 1 kg and 5 kg and 25 kg, and for the that cost, how much the quantity is needed, it depends on that. So basically, every details in our website, you can go through that, and if there is a bulk requirement, we can talk over phone.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Mr. Rohan, any more questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So, I'll take it from. Thank you, Ms. Dr. Anjali, for the presentation. So,
Thank you
the
so much.
questions are, first question is, what are the benefits of using organic fertilizer over synthetic ones?
Ma'am, already have mentioned a lot of advantages through my presentation, actually. So basically, what I have told that the chemical fertilizers are the fast releasing nutrients. So when we are supplementing the soil with the chemical fertilizers, they get converted into fixed form, and there won't be any use for the plants. So at that moment, when if we are supplementing the soil with organic manures, then what is happening? The microorganisms in the manures, means organic manures, converting those fixed form to the available form to the plants. So the disadvantage, the main disadvantage of chemical fertilizer is they are deteriorating the health of soil through different ways. And though we can increase the productivity through chemical fertilizers, but in the long run the soil is getting deteriorated, the health of the soil is getting deteriorated, and this can only be recovered by the use of organic fertilizers. So main disadvantage of the organic chemical fertilizers is the soil health, deteriorating the soil health, and the similarly the benefit of using the organic manure is enhancing the soil health of through the use of organic manure.
Okay. So next question is, how does organic fertilizer contribute to soil health and fertility?
So when we are applying the organic manures to the soil, they are basically promoting the population of beneficial bacteria or microorganisms, mostly potash solubilizing bacteria or phosphorus solubilizing bacteria. So they are getting populated in the soil, and they are also getting means using the fixed form of the fertilizer already present in the soil. And this is how the structure, they are also working on the structure of soil. They are making the soil more and more porous, and they are also increasing or enhancing the humic acid content of the soil. So through various ways, they are working inside the soil and making it more and more healthy for future plantations.
Okay. And can you explain the difference between organic and synthetic fertilizers?
Synthetic fertilizer is basically the inorganic compounds of different metals already, like urea or a single superphosphate. So these are the chemical forms of, and organic forms are mostly resourced through the naturally resourced, and they are produced by the decomposition or vermicomposting, like that. They are basically sourced from nature only. So either from some waste materials like organic waste or agriculture waste products, they can be used as organic manures. But chemical forms are basically derived from the different reactions, or they are mainly in a chemical form or inorganic chemical form.
Okay. And what are some common types of organic fertilizers available?
The most common is vermicompost, and other than that, there is neem cake or coco peat, or you can say that azola. These are commonly used organic manures, like farmyard manures also, and nowadays city compost are also coming up. So mostly the decomposed uh, organic or agriculture wastes are the organic manures.
Okay. And how does organic fertilizer affect the environment compared to synthetic fertilizers?
Like synthetic, already I have mentioned in my slide also. So while using that is through the soil, when rains up through water, it goes to other water resources, also through even circulated through land also, and it is polluting the land as well as the water. So the chemicals are present in the water, and when we are taking it, or even the animals, whoever are taking there, that polluted soil gets sick. So this is the pollution through uh, by using the chemical fertilizer. However, there is no side effect of organic manure. They're completely natural, and there are no side effects of using those organic manures. There is no harm, there is no side effects, they are not polluting. Even what I have mentioned also, that you can recycle the waste, and through recycling the waste, we are getting the organic manure. So somehow it is also reducing the pollution. So these are the impacts of both fertilizers.
Okay. And what role does organic fertilizer play in promoting sustainable agriculture?
The same answer, actually, like there won't be any side effects. We are recycling the waste products, and we are using it as in agriculture. So through that way, we are maintaining the sustainability. No, the waste are recycled. Now they are going into the agriculture. Then you are getting again the products, and there must be some agriculture waste. Again, they are getting decomposed and they getting recycled. So there is no wastage as, and nothing, no chemicals are also associated. There is no point of any pollution also. So this is how it is uh, uh, making the sustainable way for living.
Okay. And yeah, how can organic, I think almost the same, still I'll read out. How can organic fertilizer improve soil structure and water retention?
Like in one of my product also, it's cutting the humic acid. So when you are increasing or enhancing the component, I mean the humic acid inside the soil, this particular element actually plays the role to retain the moisture and holding the moisture. And as the carbon substance in the organic matter also holding the particles of the soil together, they're basically holding the moisture inside that. And this is how even during the dry periods, if we are using the organic matter, we will get the moisture inside the soil for a longer time. So these two things, two to two, three things in the organic manure which helps the retention of the moisture and wastage of the water. And also they make the soil in such a way that it becomes porous and not hold too much water. They don't uh, there won't be any chances of water logging also, but at the same time they are retaining the moisture. So they optimize the whole setup. So this is how they retain the water.
And are there any specific nutrients that organic fertilizers provide to plants?
No. Basically, they provide the same nutrients. Even you can say they are providing even lesser amount of the nutrients as compared to the chemical ones. But they are providing in a they are not only providing the nutrients, but they are also converting the fixed form which is already present in soil. So they are sourcing the nutrients even from soil also. So through two ways they are providing the nutrients, but the composition is almost the same. They are not providing extra, but uh, they are helping to populate the beneficial microorganisms in soil, which are which are also making the soil more healthy and providing the nutrients. So by various way, organic manures are providing nutrients. But if you just focus on the nutrients they are providing, this is quite lesser than organic one. Uh, chemical one, and more or less same kind of nutrients they are providing.
Okay. And how do you recommend applying organic fertilizer for optimal results?
I will definitely suggest the way I have already mentioned in one of my slides, that integrated nutrient management. So you can use the chemical fertilizer, but don't forget to use the organic manures also. Time to time, apply the organic manures to maintain the health of the soil as well as the health of the plant. Okay. So they can use the chemical fertilizers. Anyone can use the chemical fertilizer, but it has to be optimized in certain way. We cannot go on applying the chemical fertilizers and not using the organic manure will not be healthy for anything, not for us, not for our soil, and not for our future also. So maintain a balance and use uh, chemical fertilizer, no problem, but definitely use the organic fertilizer regularly. This is how you can maintain the sustainability.
Okay. One second. Yeah. Okay. I think almost the same last question. Can you share any success stories or experiences with using organic fertilizer in agriculture?
Yes, ma'am. Like if I am from West Bengal, northern part of the West Bengal, and here a lot of even we have some hilly regions where they are using organic fertilizers, not to uh, cultivate a lot of fruits like strawberries, dragon fruits, and a lot of premium quality fruits. So they're having very much successful in their venture, and they are supplying to different markets in the nearby town Siliguri. So we are coming up with a very good um, platform for those organic produce also here. So it is going really well. People are very much aware of having organic food. So they are also like tempted towards those produce, and it will means going to means many people are joining those type of agriculture also. So you can say it as a successful case study from our side, and that is really very encouraging to other farmers also.
Okay. So before we end, I will check with Dr. Jagat Mishra, who just joined. Mr. Jagat, Dr. Jagat, you would like to ask any question? You can unmute yourself, or you can post it in the chat box. Dr. Jagat?
Yeah, ma'am.
You
Good
have any
evening.
question? You can, please go ahead.
No, ma'am, I joined late, but I will be a regular visitor to this. Today, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
So, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Mr. Rohan, any questions from your side?
No, thanks. I don't have
Okay.
questions.
Okay, Dr. Anjali, before we end, one last question. Can you share with us little details about your career background and what made you to take an interest in agriculture and especially this particular subject, fertilizers?
Okay. Sure, ma'am. Sure. Actually, I did my PhD in entomology from University of North Bengal, and then I joined one project at Jorhat Toklai Tea Research Institute, which is basically on ecological crop management. And we have to work on different ecological method for not only for the pest management but for soil management as well. So where both of us, like me and Dr. Ghosh, we came across a different product which can be used for better crop management in a sustainable way or integrated way, where chemical burden from the agriculture can be reduced. But those products are basically meant for lab trials, and some of them get lost within the experiment only. So we thought of coming up with this venture, and here basically the products are mainly from our research itself. So those products don't come outside from the laboratory. We are basically now manufacturing those products and trying to give away. Like right now, we are targeting mostly the urban gardeners because we don't have that much infrastructure to go to the directly to the farmers. But we are trying, and obviously in the recent future we can work with the farmers also. So these products are really giving very good results. Even the details of the products are given in our website, so anyone can go and check. And mostly this is what you have asked for. I was associated with the scientific research, but now I am having my own startup, and I'm trying to give the society something from my own studies. So this is the thing.
Okay, so but what made you to take and get into agriculture field specifically, like from the education side?
Ma'am, I didn't get your point question. Can you please repeat it?
What made you to take an interest in agriculture field, especially? I mean, how did you enter the agriculture field from the education side?
Okay. So from education side, my work is mostly associated with the agriculture only, and it was
Okay,
quite exciting to grow something of your own also. That also attracted me a lot. So with those, like from passion also, and from my own study, so I thought to do something in this line. So that is how. And even I am from a rural region where people are mostly connected with the agriculture or tea, means tea production. So that is how I started.
Ma'am, this is Dr. Mishra. Can I ask one question right now?
Sure, sir.
yes, please,
Sure.
sure.
Ma'am, please share, do you have any experience with this coffee plantation and pepper plantation? Any,
No,
yeah, ma'am.
sir, I don't have any experience on those particular products. But if you want something specifically, you can write to me. I have my colleagues from those sectors also. So if needed, I can help you out.
Because we are working, madam, with some farmers, those who are into
Okay.
coffee, pepper, and turmeric and ginger. So, because
Okay.
what I
Okay.
understand, those crops, they don't use these chemical fertilizers because that
Okay.
is directly being used. So, this is, I think that will be harmful to the end users.
Mhm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, we are trying to get the things done organically.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
if possible, if you can share the mail ID, or yeah, that we can
Yes. Yes.
write back.
Sir, I have already shared the my email ID also. I think this is a recorded video, so you can ask for the recordings, and everything is mentioned there, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Anjali. So, okay. So now we have come to end of question round. So on behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we'd like to thank you for the detailed presentation and answering all the questions. And we also
Thank
like
you
to
so
thank Dr. Dr. Jagat and Mr. Rohan for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
much. Okay. Thank you so much.
You are
Thank you,
most
ma'am.
welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.